I was telling Eli on the way up here that last night there was a jazz band at the Norwich Inn playing in the front lawn, and for about an hour and a half, Rob's two girls, Daisy and Lily, and Rebecca and his nephews and nieces were running unrestrained on the lawn. It was just absolute unrestrained joy, and I just think that was just such a wonderful way to begin this ceremony. My name is Michael Lightfoot, and I can't tell you how much an honor it is for me to be up here. Nancy Chase has asked me to be a rabbi for a day, so for somebody who was raised as an Irish Catholic, this can be a little bit difficult. You know, you're all here as witnesses, but more than witnesses, you're here. You're here as participants. You're part of the ceremony, and you know, Rob and Becca didn't pick your names, you know, out of a grab bag or call you in from the highways and byways. You were chosen to be here, and that means that they expect you not only to celebrate today, but to support them through the rest of their lives. And I was even thinking of getting a list of all of you and giving it to Rob and Becca, and even putting it in alphabetical order and saying, you know, you can call it, it'd probably be Adam, whose name begins with an A. You can call, he's first up, you know, if you're having any problems at all. You know, I met the Chases 30 years ago. Rebecca's father became the new dean of the Vermont Law School out in South Royalton in 1982. And I arrived here with my family, with Joan and Deirdre and my son John, at the exact same time to teach there for a semester. And as you took a left turn up here, that farmhouse down there was where the Chases were originally. And they were redoing the kitchen, and they didn't have any place to eat. So we were living over in Hanover, and so we spent all our evenings together having dinner, and we became very, very close over that period of time. So much so that I feel that the Chases are part of our family and we're part of their family. And I have a special relationship with Rebecca Chase. I'd like to introduce Rob's family first. His mom, Judy, is here. His daughters, beautiful Daisy and beautiful Lily. His grandmother, Udith, who's here. His brother, his brother Doug, and his uncle Domo. And the Chases are here in large numbers. Becca's sister Tamara. Where's Jason?
Jason in the back.
Jason, her husband Jason. Adam, and where's Jamie? Jamie's here. And Eli and Molly, and David and Noah, and his Rebecca's nieces, Maya and Nina. So it's just wonderful to have them all here. Nancy Chase built this house, which you all came through on your way down here, back in the late 1980s. And my wife and I spent time in Ireland, and there's an expression over there, every family has a home house. You may live somewhere, but there's one place you always go back to, and that's your home house. And this is the Chase home house. And Nancy runs it with elegance and grace. And what you see out here, it's too bad that the sun's not out, but this is such a special place to have a wedding. Actually, our ceremony was supposed to take place back in the trees, and it was chosen by Becca and Rob because that's where Becca's father's ashes are interred. And it was very important that it be as close to that spot as possible. And I can actually feel his presence here today, Becca. And I know Rob's father, Russell, passed away 6 years ago, I think, and I'm sure he's looking down on this as well. And I know that your father would say to me, that dude is a keeper. We've had the great fortune to spend many Thanksgivings here. To me, this is where Thanksgiving, when God created Thanksgiving, this is where it was supposed to take place. And we were here one Thanksgiving, we're all getting ready for dinner, and unfortunately, Becca couldn't make it because something happened and she was down in New York and she couldn't get away. Just listen, Nancy. And all of a sudden, somebody yelled out, "My God, there's a pilgrim walking up the driveway." And everybody went running out, and there was Becca. She had designed and sewn the outfit herself. No pilgrim had ever been dressed that way. And that was the essence of Becca Chase, that just this great sense of whimsy and creativity, and she's just someone who has indomitable spirit and is always optimistic, and her number one quality is her loyalty. That's it. Now I want to tell you about, we didn't meet Rob, we live out in California, and they were so sweet. They came out about 2 months ago, I think it was, and I met Rob. Everybody was in our house. It was a Friday evening, and we were celebrating a birthday. And I walked in and met Rob for the first time, and here's what happened. My wife, my daughter-in-law, and my niece looked at Rob and said, "Come with us." And they took him into the living room, and they sat him down, and they said, "Here goes, Rob. Tell us the most embarrassing moment in your life." And he did it. I'm not going to tell you what it was, but he did it. And we just, yeah, but it was just, we had just a great weekend, and Becca has told me that Rob actually has the same qualities that she has. You know, he's very optimistic. He never gets flustered by anything, and just
For example.
You know, all you have to do is look at the two of them and just look at their faces to see the respect and admiration and affection that they have for each other. It's true love. It's really true love. So I'm going to take the liberty of just reading a few stanzas from an Irish blessing. And they happen to have been written by a man by the name of John O'Donoghue, who lives just up the road where you spent a number of visits, Becca, and it's his for marriage. As kindly as moonlight might search the dark, so gentle may you be when light grows scarce. As surprised as the silence that music opens, may your words for each other be touched with reverence. As warmly as the air draws in the light, may you welcome each other's every gift. As elegant as dream absorbing the night, may sleep find you clear of anger and hurt. As twilight harvests all the day's color, may love bring you home to each other. And now I think that Rob and Becca want to read their own vows, and we'll start with Rob. I'm going to turn this one.
Rebecca, you are the rarest of rare, a species like no other. I love you since we first met. I promise to love you for eternity. I laugh with you since we were college kids, and promise to laugh with you until we can laugh no more. I cared for you when we were too young to care. And we promised to care for you until our sons said, Rebecca, always kiss me goodnight. Always kiss me good morning. And I promise to do the same. I will always be your best friend, your lover, and your rival. I love you.
A little light, a little levity.
Robert, my heart, once rooted in one place, has thrown off the ropes from its mooring. I have learned that love is a country of its own, and where you are, my heart resides. I'm a better version of myself because of you, and feel calmness and serenity, which I suspect is the happy byproduct of a strong union. We both bring history and a little baggage to this partnership, colorful elements which we will use to pepper our relationship and season it just the way we like it. Thank you for finding me again after so long, and for laying claim to a love which it turns out was yours all along. I vow to cherish you and your myriad of special qualities, and providing me the kind of life partner that you so richly deserve. We may have rediscovered each other late in